Did Abraham chill with Noah?
We like to think of the Bible as a clear sequence of events: Adam and Eve, Noah and the flood, the Tower of Babel, Abraham and his family. However, the truth can be a little bit fuzzier than that. You see, at the time of Genesis, people lived a really long time, which means that sometimes things overlapped a bit. For instance, at the time of the Tower of Babel, Abraham was already 48 years old. That means that while the entire world was rebelling against God and having their languages diversified, Abraham was not participating, which is how he and his family ended up being the only ones left speaking Hebrew. Meanwhile, Abraham's great 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 grandfather Noah lived so long that he didn't die until 10 years after that. So, did Abraham chill with Noah? Well, there's just one problem. While the text is not explicit, it seems likely that Noah lived in Israel, while Abraham remained in Ur-Kasdim until at the age of 75, God instructed him to leave. That was well after Noah had passed away, so it seems unlikely that the two ever met. However, the Midrash Rabbah indicates that Jacob, Abraham's grandson who did live in Israel, studied in the academy of Shem, Noah's son, despite their being separated by 11 generations. That means that Jacob, who ended his life in Egypt, where the Jewish people would become a nation and eventually be enslaved, studied in the academy with Shem, who was born before the flood. That means that the epics that we think of were actually much more closely related than we would imagine. Talk about spanning the generations.